Why do you want to work here? Again, is another common interview question. And what it's testing is your motivation. Have you done your research on the organization? What you need to remember here is that for many organizations, particularly smaller ones, the directors or the owners of the company that may be interviewing you have probably spent a long time and an awful lot of effort, financial resource in getting the business started. So nothing will turn them off more than if you turn up and you can't give them reasons why you want to join. So this is where you need to do your own independent research, and this is where you think, why do I want to join this company? What are the reasons for wanting to join? And this is where many people make mistakes, and probably the biggest thing now that we see in recruitment is that people job hop. Maybe the goings got tough in one particular job that you're in at the moment, and you just want to move as quickly as you can, and you'll take the first job that comes to you. So this is where you need to really think about, why is it I'm joining this company, and then go away and do your research. And research consists of, number one, speaking to people in that organization. I know it sounds quite tough, and you think, well, how am I going to do that? Generally, if there's a recruitment agent involved, or when you actually initially speak to the organization and they ask you this question, you want to try and find out, can I speak to some people in the team? You also need to think about research in terms of annual reports, what's going on in the company, and the biggest thing to avoid is, don't regurgitate what you've seen on the website. The website is just a point of reference, really, to let you know what's going on. The more senior the position that you're applying for, the more research that you want to do. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't do any research for a more junior position, because obviously you will be asked this question: is why do you want to work here, or what are the reasons that you want to join our company? There's all sorts of different variations on the question, but what the employer is looking for is that you've actually gone away and done something, because it shows them a number of different things, really, which is one, that you have the motivation, that you're proactive, and that you do actually want to work there, and it's not just treated as a job, it's treated as a career, and that will really impress your. Now, what we're going to do is give you two sample answers. One is going to be a poor answer, and two, obviously, we're going to show you how to answer properly. Now, when answering the question of why do you want to join our company, um, why do you want to work here? Very similar question basically, but looking for the same answer, and it's looking for that research that we just discussed. So a poor answer would sound like this: I believe your company is growing, and I see this as a good opportunity for me to use my skills and experience to help you. I also believe I fit into the culture, which is important in order to get on with people. And lastly, I believe there's a great number of opportunities for me to grow and develop into a leadership role so I can contribute to others. Now, the reason this is poor and the reason this is a standard answer is it doesn't give any depth. In fact, it barely scratches the surface. This question is again designed to filter good people who are motivated and proactive, the ones who have passion, from the ones who have none. And as I say, if you're applying for a role and you need to give depth to the answer, and I say the problem with that answer, it was just generic. It was like, I've got skills and experience, but what skills and experience that are relevant to that employer? You know, what about the culture? What do you know about that culture? And this is why it kind of doesn't even scratch the surface. It's just a generic standard answer, which generally comes off the top of people's heads. So that's why it's poor, because it doesn't give any evidence. It doesn't give any examples. It doesn't even say, as I say, what the culture is of the organisation. So it's not good, and obviously employers will pick up on that and think you've just made this up, or you don't really know anything about our organisation, or they will probe further to really understand the what you know about the organisation and its achievements. Right, now we're going to look at a good response to this question is, why do you choose to work here, or why do you want to work here? I said there are a number of different variations, all kind of looking for the same responses to, well, why? What can you do for us? So this answer is based on somebody who's applying for a sales position, and in particular, this person was applying for a sales position in an insurance market. And when this person was asked the question, this was their response. I just want to show you the difference between the two answers. The standard answer that we gave a couple of minutes ago, and obviously this answer. So bear in mind that this person is applying for an insurance sales position, and just listen to the difference. So the growth of the organisation is one of the reasons why I'm impressed and want to join your company. I've read news articles in industry magazines, and I also looked at the company's annual report in depth to see how the insurance market share has grown. I have a lot of experience in this sector, and for the past 5 years, I've worked in car and motor insurance where I've consistently been a top achiever, exceeding all targets for the last 24 months. I also want to join your company because I believe in the company values of contribution to the team and to the community, as well as putting the customer first. I believe in contributing and having my spare time funded qualifications in leadership and coaching to the highest level to help individuals achieve their targets and goals, but more in their personal and business lives too. I've actively spoken to people within your organisation, and I understand the amount of effort and passion everybody puts into acquiring new customers and serving existing ones. I have recently received a customer service award from my current employer for my dedication to solving challenging issues with customers. I can outperform sales targets by providing excellent customer service, and it is all these reasons that I wish to join your company. Now you can see the huge difference between obviously the first answer and the answer we've just given there. And the reason this answer is better is because it has the evidence of research. This person's gone away, looked at the company's performance. They also detail evidence of the values rather than just generalizing and saying cultural fit. They've actually said what those specific values are, which is contribution to the community, putting the customer first. They are the key values of that organization. It also offers support as to the research that they've gone away and they've actually actively spoken to people within the organization. And what they've also done with this answer is they've actually sold on the back of those values. So for example, if the company's value is customer first, what this person has said is they've won awards in customer service, they've actually hit targets, they've actually sold and hit targets for 24 months. So this is really, really impressive to an employer because it's talking about the sales performance, it's talking about the values, but it's providing evidence. And the one thing that you need to take away from this video today is that when you answer this question, look at the values of the organization, think about the reasons why you want to join, why is that company different, and then say and reinforce with evidence saying what you can do. So for example, if you're applying for a job where customer service is important or putting the customers first is a key value for the organization, say what you've done with customer service, provide evidence at the interview with examples of what you've done, what you've achieved, and if you've got any kind of evidence in the forms of letters from customers or whether it's awards or qualifications, take them in with you because this is more impressive for this particular answer. Interviews are all about evidence. The more evidence you can provide, the better chance that you've got of winning the position. Do not generalize in any answer that you do, particularly this one, because as I say, employers, particularly people in smaller organizations who've set the company up, will want to see that you've gone away, done your homework, because they've set that business up. They've probably put all that time and effort, and the last thing they want to hear is a general standardized answer. So key thing here, all about evidence. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this tutorial has been useful for you, and please obviously put in the responses of the successes that you achieve. Thank you.